On this episode of LKT'S Place, we're going to be visiting the Burwell-Morgan Grist Mill. It's located in Millwood, on the corner of Tannery Lane and Millwood Road. Burwell Mill was built somewhere between 1782 and 1785, and it was a partnership between Lieutenant Colonel Nathaniel Bardwell and General Daniel Morgan. The mill is now a living museum, and at this particular day, we got there just in time to see him set the millstones. I've never seen him set the millstones before, so it was a pretty interesting operation, long operation, tedious operation. But as you'll see later in the video, the grinding didn't go so well. We'll get to that later.
Literally just balancing on top of the other. And the runner stone that they're going to move over runs around like this. The one at the bottom stays stationary, and as the stuff grinds, they break the kernel. It's going to get starting to move out. So think of a cornfield. You've got these plowed, you've got furrows, and you've got flat spots. So the furrows are going to help it move. The flat spots are where it's actually going to get ground. So it all gets eventually pushed out to the edge. If you look behind me, this sweep that's on the top of that thing, as it goes around, it's going to gather that stuff. See the hole over there in front of it? It's going to go all the way over, and it's going to drop it down that chute.
A little tiny chute? Huh? Is that tiny hole right there?
That tiny hole.
Oh, wow.
It's going to go down that chute, down the stairs.
Joe's never seen this thing before where they collect it.
Yes, it goes down in the basement, and that's when we'll collect it out of the bin. And then it gets bagged up downstairs, brought up here, and goes to market, just like they would have done. Back in the day, they would have actually maybe put it in a barrel, put it on a wagon, sent it over to maybe Harper's Ferry, because eventually the trains came into Harper's Ferry, and they could put it on a train, and then they could go elsewhere to the harbors and slow boat to China if you. But now this process takes, as you can see, several strong people. This is our crane, and if you'll see, this huge bolt that's on top of it, what they're going to do, a tall person like John here, is going to reach up there and he's going to start spinning it. As he does, he's going to lift that up off of the chalk. Once we get it so far, the wheels are already placed behind here. They're going to have a long shaft. They stick it through that hole, and they're going to tilt it and make it to its actually horizontal. Once they got it that way, and if you'll notice, we've got several people down there, obviously for safety.
So it goes almost all the way up, and it is very stiff.
I found that it goes
And in that case, the miller would
Never put your
but I'm
hands
going
on
to
the
keep the
stove
portion back for myself, known as the miller's take. So they even did the bargaining
And you'll notice these
back
bolts
in
are
those
sticking
days.
out.
But all in that effort to make money.
We wish they did.
They scare us.
Now you see
All
they've
right.
got it horizontal.
Bring
Now
the
they're going
crane
to push
up.
on the crane.
Look at the mill.
All right, now there's a problem because the crane positions the stone about 1.5 inches too close to
Of course, we're kind of old school. We've cheated. We've got little marks down inside the stones. We kind of say, keep a slot A, the slot B.
In just a minute, you guys can start lowering with that, but we're not there yet. And see how you always keep your feet out from under? Here.
We would go old school with the flashlight, because with all that in there, it's so dark now in there, you can't see. And then those metal pieces themselves are dark, as well. But all in an effort, when they get this water wheel actually going, if you go when you're downstairs, you'll see, it's kind of like the mousetrap game.
You want to spin it down or?
The other.
Yeah, we can.
And eventually, when those gears get going,
She remembers the whole thing.
they're going to start making that spin, because that top piece that I first pointed out, that's the thing, that's the shaft that goes all the way down into the gears. And so when those gears start, they start turning that shaft, which then turns the wheel, or the stone.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
It's gonna get loud.
So you got a ways to go.
And you'll feel the vibration. And one thing that they eventually learn is this beach where the two stones are, if you look around, you will see that they're not connected to the rest of the building. That's because when these things get going, all the vibration will shake everything loose. And in 1948, this far corner over here, it's easier to see from downstairs, just through the wear and tear of the building and the water, that whole corner collapsed. It just completely fell. It destroyed the corner, it destroyed the water wheel. And the mill has been in various hands over the years. And I do need areas. I can show you a sheet that's about a whole page long. Because once the two guys get started, and once they passed away, the mark on that one.
Joe, can I get you to take 1/3 of this?
Like I have friends like this.
Alright, where's the
And before they put it down, you'll see those little screws that are sticking up. And there's holes in that. So the idea is to get that locked down.
Oh, that's right here.
So that
Somebody was asking about the stones themselves. So if you'll notice, this one we only have one hoop. That's part of the original.
Alright.
When they replace
just turn it over to.
in there, even though I
you step back just for a second. Let them get that on.
That's how we
That's how you know.
Does this matter which way it's oriented? Yes.
We'll fix it once you get
Yeah.
Okay, we have to lift straight up. Straight up.
Alright, this is gonna have to turn this way. So turn it this way.
Yeah, that thing in front
Wait,
of Joe
no,
has
go
to be
back.
opposite
Go back.
this.
On the bottom, everything goes together like a puzzle.
That's
See those? That end down there isn't. No, not yet. Your end down there isn't in the hole.
Behind Harrison is the window.
shoot him in the window.
And what she has in her hand is called the hopper. And that's, once they get it all set, they'll dump the red corn down there. And then it'll go from the hopper into through the damsel, and then it's going to slowly be fed into that hole. Because you don't want to just dump it, because it's going to cause a mess. But you have to get everything timed just right and get the right amount of flow so that it can grind the stuff. You don't want to overwhelm the stones so that you can't get the dog done.
We needed to put damsel in before that.
So now we move to the basement of the mill, and it's set up just like it would have been in the 1800s. You can see some apple presses there, and they have some old tools and stuff, and their wheel that runs the mill is actually located inside the mill. And here you see them starting the wheel, and now what she's trying to do is she's trying to set the grind rate on of the corn. They was running red corn that day, but it wouldn't set, and coming up here is going to be the problem. One of the pegs broke on the main wheel that runs the mill, and I'll show it to you just here in a second. It's going to be coming around right there. I got a broken peg. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, and comment.